Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you a level 20 Purple Dragon Knight Fighter subclass build guide in Baldur's Gate 3. This mod was made by Sumradagnoth, who's made some of the other class mods you may love, like the 5e Fighter, Barbarian, and Monk subclass combined, and recently they just uploaded their Ranger subclass combined. This is the Purple Dragon Knight 2024. They just released, and what's cool about this is you get this dragon here, which can actually carry your character around. When it's a little BB dragon like this, it can't, but as you level up, it gets bigger and stronger as well. And it can literally carry your character around, which is such a cool ability. So I'll be breaking down this full build guide in this video and showing off gear as well as combat. So we'll be starting off with the fighter, giving us the second wind, and we'll take the defense fighting style here. In addition, we're going to go with 16 strength and dexterity and 14 constitution with 10 intelligence and wisdom and 8 charisma here. And as we level up, we'll be going through all of the best options here to make this as strong as possible. Level 2, action surge, need I say any more? At level 3, we get to choose our subclass, with the Purple Dragon Knight giving us the Amythest Dragon companion. This gets a breath attack doing force damage, and it can push or pull enemies. You also get the speak with animal spell, which is very nice to have. And as we continue to level up into level 4, we get ourselves a feat here, which I'd recommend bumping up your dexterity or your strength depending on what weapon you're working with. We're going to go with the dexterity stat here. You can build up obviously around strength though. I'm going to use a strength potion because I have one on my character at this moment. Level 5, we get ourselves an extra attack. Again, big power spike here. At level 6, we get ourselves another feat, which we can use to max out our strength or dexterity. And then at next level, this is when our dragon gets stronger. So we get a shared second wind. Whenever we use our second wind ability, your dragon companions gains 1d6 plus 7 health points and 1 use of its gravity breath. You also get the dragon mount. Your bond to dragon has grown to medium size and can carry you for brief distances. And we get ourselves improved gravity breath. It can use 4 times per day and increases to a 9-meter cone and does 2 to 12 force damage to a target that fails its saving throw. Pretty nice abilities there. At level 8, we get ourselves another feat, which we can go with the alert feat. The savage attacker feat is also quite nice. You can reroll your damage die twice and use the higher result, which will just flat out increase the amount of damage we'll be doing with this character. At level 9, Indomitable. When you fail your saving throw, you can re-roll it and use the new number instead. At level 10, this is when we get a Rallying Surge. You can use your action surge ability. Up to 3 allies will use a reaction to either attack or move, which is a really cool ability. So buffing up your team, whenever you use the action surge, it lets them go with a free attack. Level 11, improved extra attack. Again, need I say any more? This is very powerful. And then we'll go with another feat here, and we'll take an initiative boost here with the alert feat. Give us a +5 to initiative and cannot be surprised. Going first as a fighter is really effective. Now at level 13, we get the Indomitable 2, which gives us another reroll of our die if we fail a saving throw. Level 14 gives us another feat, which we can go ahead and take, like, if you really want to, we could go with like a 2-weapon and go Great Weapon Master, which will give us an additional 10 damage at the cost of a -5 to attack rolls. This is pretty good, even though the if you're using a strength potion, you're going to maximize your overall damage, so that's just going to be very strong. At level 15, we get our superior mount. Our dragon has grown to large size and can carry you for brief distances. Gravity breath can be used 5 times per day, and you get the tandem attack. On your turn, you can forego one of your attacks, command your bonded dragon to attack a nearby foe. It's kind of nice getting that ability there. There's certain situations where it'll make sense. At level 16, we can go with another feat here. Again, we got a lot of choices. So the tough feat for an extra 2 health points at every level gives us an extra 40 health, which is nice. That's just extra survivability to protect our dragon with. Indomitable 3 at level 17 there. And once we make our way to level 18, we get ourselves the Enduring Commander. Your bonded dragon, and you have resistance to force and psychic damage, which is really, really nice. Level 19, we get another feat here. The lucky feat is quite nice, giving you 3 luck points you can use on attack rolls, ability checks, or saving throws. Mage Slayer is also nice. You can get advantage on saving throws against spells whenever a target does a spell within melee combat, and then you can make an attack against them. And enemies you hit have disadvantage on constitution saving throws, so they're more likely to break their concentration. This is great if we want to be a frontline Mage Slayer. The lucky feat is also quite nice. You can take which one of these you prefer. You could even go with something like the Heavy Armor Master, which will reduce all the incoming damage from non-magical attacks by 3. I'm going to go with the Mage Slayer here because this works well for getting into combat. And at level 20, we get ourselves extra attack number 3. So we can do 4 attacks per action, which is just crazy. So getting into what we'd be wearing for gear. So we'll summon in our dragon here, and our dragon has gotten larger now. So you saw the little baby dragon at the start. Now it's all grown up. And yeah, it's really cool. So it's got the Dragon Breath here, which is 2d6 of force damage. You can push or pull the enemies. It also has a rend attack. You can also use this to carry you around. So you can take yourself and then move them around. It's really cool. So yeah, you climb on the dragon, it flies you around there. Amazing. So what we'll be going with for gear here, if you really want to min-max your gear, we'll go with the Helm of Baldur in here, which will heal us, give us a bonus armor class, can't be stunned and can't get critically hit. Cloak protection for better armor class. Armor of agility will give us the best armor class, although the armor persistence is also nice if you built around strength instead. This will also let us do a bit of stealth, which is kind of funny. Legacy of the Master will give us a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls, which will help offset that negative attack that we get from the Great Weapon Master, and it gives us a +1 to strength saving throws. We also want the evasive shoes to bring our armor class up to 27 there, and we got the Amulet of Greater Health, Killer Sweetheart, and the Ring of Protection, Hellrider Longbow for the +3 to initiative, and Baldur and Giant Slayer. Although you can go like the Gloves of Dexterity early game, whatever heavy or medium armor you can find early game. And for weapons, doesn't need to be Baldur and Giant Slayer. I went with 2-weapon fighting. Seth and the Axe is also great, a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure reference as well. The Sword of Chaos also being nice, giving you 1 to 6 health points back on hit, which you're going to get a lot of that extra damage because you can hit enemies quite a bit with this one, but the Baldur and Giant Slayer will give you the biggest bang for your buck in terms of overall damage. Even the Halberd of Vigilance is really nice as well, and Svartalvi's Wound Seeker is a great weapon to use early game, so you can go with any one of those. Now, what this is going to look like in combat, I'll show you here now. So just to start things off, our dragon, we want to protect, and we want to have it somewhat near us because we can give us a bunch of extra abilities here. So what we're going to do is just go ahead with a normal attack. You can see here we got the tandem attacks as part of your attack action, forego one of your command. So you can basically get your dragon to do its rend attack, which only does a 1d6, so it's not going to be the most damage effective choice there, but something like this will do a ton of damage. You can see there 43 on a hit. So yeah, using the fighter getting the improved extra attack is just absolutely crazy. I'm not going to use any of the crits there because we can just chop them down with the Baldur and Giant Slayer. Now we want to get our dragon in here, so we can use the rend attack here. So this is we had to be in melee range of our dragon, unfortunately, which it's not. I'll just get it up here for our next attack. But yeah, with that you're able to use the basically your attack action to make your dragon do a gravity breath attack here. So has to be in the breath range or attack range if you want to use the rend or the gravity breath there. So it's something that you definitely want to use, but might not have the easiest availability unless your dragon rolls the same initiative that you do, which it didn't, unfortunately. And I'll save action surge for next turn so that we can buff up our teammates with this, turn those critical misses into critical hits, and I guess we'll just do a bow attack here to finish off our many actions that we get. Oops, I did not mean to do that. I accidentally attacked him, which is going to bring in more guards. Oops. You can see here our dragon actually has a very large breath radius, but you obviously need someone in close there to be able to hit them with it. We're just going to sprint up, get our dragon up into closer range, and it takes up a large amount of space there. It's another thing you got to keep mindful of with the dragon, so we'll put our purple dragon into closer positioning. Here's a prime position for our dragon to swoop in and get a lot of damage in, because all these enemies are right here. We can hit 6 of them with our dragon breath, which will go ahead here and boom. Really cool looking animations there. And then we go with the push, because pushing is going to sometimes result in a good positioning there. It didn't this time, but that's all right. So now we get to go all out with our attacks. So we're just going to cut down everyone that's in our way to protect our dragon here, because that's what a good purple dragon knight would do, is protect their dragon. So we're just going to continue attacking these enemies, and we just got ourselves the executioners. We get the bonus action attack, so we do a lot of attacks per turn with a build like this. And here we go, got another crit off, and I'll get in here to use our tandem attack. Unfortunately, the gravity breath will not trigger, but we can do the rend attack if we're in melee range of our dragon. So I'll just move up here and go with the rend. Target must be an enemy. Not sure we're in melee range of this, but I guess I can always just go with a normal attack here and take them out. There we randomly we can use a gravity breath here now, so we'll go with that and get our dragon to do a gravity breath, which is such a cool way to do that action. And we'll go with the push. So yeah, amazing. And then we could alternatively just continue attacking them around us, which is perfect. We're just going to cut them away to save our dragon friend there. And does end up cutting off your extra action there, but we get action surge, so we're not too worried. We definitely want to take it as a spellcaster though, and I guess we'll just go ahead with attacking through to them, and then we'll take out them and get our dragon to do another dragon breath attack, because that's really cool. So then we'll just hit it with the dragon breath there, command our dragon to do its breath. Boom. And we'll go to push again. So a bit of extra force damage, really nice. And then we also have the Rallying Surge Retreat, directing an ally within 5 meters of you to move to a space near you, not producing opportunity attacks. And the Rallying Surge Advance, direct an ally to attack if they have an enemy nearby them. Unfortunately, not close enough to be able to target that, but we do have our bonus action attack here, which we can pop off on this target here, which is enough to take out another one. Perfect. So I guess we'll run back here now. And I guess we'll do the rallying attack on Minsk there. It'll direct him to an attack a nearby enemy. He did a ranged attack. That's fine. Must have an enemy in range. Yeah, that's good for that. Pretty cool ability there. And it's our BB Dragon's turn, so we'll just go with another breath attack. And these are pretty fun. I love the appearance of that. He saved on it. That's unfortunate. And then we can pack it up and we'll take the opportunity attack there. That's fine. We'll move beside us, and then we'll pack it up and teleport ourselves to another area. So it does require your movement speed, but as I shown there, you can fly with your dragon. Such a cool ability. Sumradagnoth went off with this model. This is incredible. And again, we'll do our tandem attack. The rend sometimes doesn't end up working. I actually pulled off the bar there. It wasn't selecting for me. But we can do the breath attack. I think the breath attack is pretty cool. Although you do have to be mindful, this does use up your entire action. So you can see there, it removed our full action. And then we'll go ahead with our second action and continue with our weapon attacks there to take out the rest of the enemies. Very cool ability though. I guess we'll just do an attack here. If it doesn't finish them off, then we'll finish them with the dragon breath. And that worked. So there is a purple Dragon Knight fighter build guide in Baldur's Gate 3. This is an incredible class mod made again by Sumradagnoth. Absolutely adore this one. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you all in the next video.